Undertale by Toby Fox. The universal destroyer of Undertale's countless fan creations, the glitch Error Sans. A Sans with glitched abilities capable of destroying entire alternate universes, timelines, and even the multiverse, like seen in Underverse. With just a pull of one of his glitched strings that he wrapped around the papers representing the alternate universes inside of the Doodle Sphere representing the multiverse. We go back in time to an older GENO SANS timeline where the happy ending was achieved. Everyone happily living on the surface, but GENO SANS decides to start experimenting with determination magic again. What could go wrong? Getting sent to the insanity and glitch-inducing anti-void. His absolute hate for everyone but himself before being fully corrupted into who we now know as a chaotic evil, glitched beyond repair, anomaly destroying Error Sans. A glitch with the ability to use blue strings that generate from the inside of his eye sockets. These dangerous strings can tie up souls and take control of the host's body and magic, capturing souls and shattering souls, using these strings as a sort of host replacement technique as a main way to complete his missions. Error Sans being capable of manipulating code and seeing code. Error begins going around, destroying alternate universes, outcodes, and taking trophies from his thankless job of destroying and removing the abominations from the multiverse. Error being a glitch, there are certain ways you can interpret his speech. Number 1, most known is Error's dialogue noise in Underverse. Number 2 is Error's talking, sounding similar to a stutter with a glitched and broken effect. Error Sans had an Ask blog, where essentially lore, facts, and stories could be told about Error's story and character. Error being known as comedic and or childish at times, like Error telling a viewer that he is anomaly number 1 when asked, or talking to puppets he seemingly made. It is also key to note that Error is so glitched, a living error. His physical body and his mental stability is always in question. This guy is insane, going from one feeling to rage in moments, going from one subject to another, rant to rant. His motives, his abilities, his thought process, everything about him is vague. He seemingly will destroy anything he doesn't like, and keep things he does like. Even this isn't a rule he goes by. A plot point was made from his encounter with a timeline where Undyne was the last survivor. Error was about to make a move, but Core Frisk makes an appearance to try and save Undyne and mistakenly Error Sans from the timeline. Fortunately, Core Frisk and Undyne were able to escape Error to the Omega timeline. Error then says that whenever he finds this timeline, it would make his job a lot easier. A little skit of Error showing he has half a phobia, the fear of being touched, which can also be seen in Underverse. The voices press Error about Underswap, so Error makes a threshold to Underswap, where Underswap Papyrus is waiting for someone in the Judgment Hall, but is surprised to see Error Sans. Then proceeds to pull Underswap Sans by the soul into the room, giving an expression I can only explain as insane. Error Sans telling Papyrus that when he is seeing everyone disappear, that Underswap Sans was just hanging out with him the whole time, unwillingly. Then Error uses the blue strings on Sans to fight Papyrus, proceeding to force Sans into attacking his own brother, and just talking like this isn't a very horrible thing to be doing. Error Sans explaining how he loves examining the code of Underswap, how the probability of their universe existing is in 9,109,043,495 to 1 of existing, telling Papyrus that this universe is just an accident, just a blip on radar, unwanted static, that there should only be one, Undertale. Underswap Sans seems to get into Error's head with the positive thought that Error just needs to be talked to, but Error once again, being unpredictable, decided to take what Sans offered to heart. But Papyrus takes action, using Gaster Blasters to blast the connection of strings that was on Sans' soul and punting Error into the shadow of the Judgment Hall. And of course, Error is now in full fight mode. Blasters are fired left and right. Error lands on the ground, but his bad eyesight is shown, having been unable to see a bone attack coming, and again, being unable to tell what Papyrus's next move would be until it gets too close for comfort. Error quickly uses his strings to lock Papyrus in place before getting close and slams him to the ground. Also, this image had to have been an inspiration for that scene for Underverse, and I love it. Papyrus begins talking about how they are brothers, and in a weird way it is true, making Error hesitate even more with harming Papyrus. Papyrus's words make Error go into his super glitch state, rendering Error's already bad eyesight filled with errors. With Error's body barely holding shape, he uses his glitched pathways to escape Underswap. Papyrus speaks up again, causing Error to use his strings to reach into the world and pull Sans into the anti-void. Sans begs for help, but Papyrus can't do anything in time before the glitch gate closes. Error Sans then shows off puppets and friend number 11, Blueberry Sans. Though it does seem that getting corrupted does take more than a few days or weeks. We now also get to see where Error Tale began as just a dare, challenged me to do something creepy / nightmare fuelish, along with this image. And this comic of Frisk walking through the woods, expecting to see a normal Sans, but blue strings and errors appear, grabbing Frisk's soul and dragging them out of existence. Error saying that if they were really friends, they wouldn't come back. Thank you so much for the support. It has really upped my confidence. And this special thanks goes to Moose Code, Badly, Fun Guy US, and Serial Redder Mur. Thank you for watching.